Oh,
I
he
got
got
a
a
touchdown.
touchdown.
Yeah.
That nigga, man, he came out there and threw it. Well, it makes sense, you know what I mean? He keeping them off balance. He threw the ball on first down. But I just know that ain't his strong suit. But he caught his ass slipping.
Post that in chat. Why my fucking son not here already? We live. We are live. Booney, so what's going on, man? You watching this Dolphins and this Patriots game right now. The Patriots get 3 points before halftime with a big time play. I don't understand why the Dolphins decided to throw the ball, like run that last sequence of plays right before halftime. And then he didn't send no pressure at the Patriots and allowed their quarterback to sit back there, pat the ball, and let routes come back to get the field goal. And then comes out, throw a bomb, get a pick, and then Nano goes in and scores, man. 10-7 game. Should these Dolphins be worried right now?
Yes.
I think they should be worried, especially right now on this drive. This drive is important right now.
They should be worried, though. Is that better? Sound like Booney better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's that cake mix field goal really hurting him now because he's down by 3.
Yeah, and he missed that field goal. That was big, bro. They momentum swingers right there, man. Complete momentum swingers. And third down right now, so you see him get himself out of trouble. Did he get himself out of trouble?
Yeah,
Yep.
he did.
All right, that was a little behind. I had to see something real fast. All right, this is the last game. All games were played last night, and we waiting on this game. And Nano and Tatai, man. I'm impressed with Tatai coming in. I think he lost one game since taking over this team, man. All I know is Texas Tone left him in good hands. What do you think, Hitter?
Yeah, definitely. The Dolphins was a strong team. They had a great draft last year, and Texas Tone came out swinging.
Yeah, mid-season, they had to take over, had an interim coach take over mid-season. Texas Tone got caught, and they got caught at the week 6. Head coach, assistant coach, they all, they want the team to abide by rules, but these guys all got caught in a hotel room with 25 hookers and all coke.
It's kind of like that Minnesota boat accident.
It's the Minnesota. It's the Miami Dolphin Hotel. Chocha. They had the motherfucker Chocha party, man. They was out here tripping. Oh my god. So that gave he had to turn the team over. This nigga in cover for a drop again. God damn. Niggas are so ass, bro. They lucky this game so ass this year for the ass niggas. One tie, you are tripping. What's that? I'm done watching this game, man. We'll come back to it. We'll keep y'all updated. I'm quite sure Coach Boone got it on right now, man. Booney, before we get into these wild card games, because we still got one being played, man, can we go through the league, man, and look at this upcoming draft? We do got some good quarterbacks coming out of college this year. We want to know is at this point, season 4 going into season 5, everybody had their franchise quarterback already, or you think of some teams out there that should go invest in a quarterback? Is my question, and that's for you too, Hitter, as well as we're gonna stay on this quarterback trail real fast right now. So Anthony McGooey came out this is his 4th season. Came out 3 drafts ago. So this guy comes out, and I think he was a really high pick. He was drafted 1st round, pick 6 in 2020. Our first or second draft class, first draft class. Anthony McGooey, man. Franchise quarterback. Is he safe? Is he safe over here? or should the Bears be trying to move on from him? Would be my question.
He is a franchise quarterback now. It's all about the franchise that he quarterbacking for.
No doubt. So what do you mean?
Uh,
Share your thoughts on that. What do
I
you mean
mean,
by that?
you can plug McGuire on any team, and after 3 years, he would definitely look a lot better than he does now. Um, you look at his stats, and they're not very pleasing on the eyes. He's
No doubt.
94 overall after 3 seasons.
Hmm.
Most would say that's great. He has the short, the medium, and the deep. He has all the attributes. It's just not producing.
Is it a team thing or coaching? Is it coaching a team? Is it a scheme thing? What is it that has an
I
Anthony McGuire?
no, I can't really tell you. Look at his numbers. He's 3,600 the first year, 41 the second, 33 this season right here. But you add in 48 interceptions, 63, 63. Um, that's 160 interceptions in 3 years.
That's a lot of picks, bro.
That's a lot of
He
picks.
threw 195 picks in. No, my bad. You're right. 69 was the long. So 48. What is that again? 48,
48,
63.
63, and 63.
174 picks. You said.
Yeah, 100. Yeah,
174 INTs in 3 years, bro. That's a shitload of interceptions. Now, I know Boone said this before. 30 interceptions around the average amongst the players amongst this league. Throwing 30 picks a season is the average.
that's league average.
League average right now. So he's
League
well
average.
past that. He's
Yeah,
completely well past
he's
that.
double that both these last 2 seasons.
I think Anthony McGuire should be. He's fine where he's at right now, man. But I think the Bears need to continue to build around him and just build around him. Maybe they need a dog running back over here or something to be able to counter that. To counter with this quarterback having to throw the ball over
Yeah,
time.
Tyreek Cohen. I mean, and then he got a second-year running back out of Kyron Williams. Another one you can put on any team and he would produce.
So the
I
weapons
don't
is
really.
here. It's just we got to figure out what's going on with the scheme. We can't even slide past this.
You can't say he don't have the wide receivers because he drafted one last year. There was Ben Gonzalez is a flat-out dog, and then he's already had Darryl Mooney, P.J. Andrews, and Will Bartlett.
All right, so
Wes
right
Bartlett.
now the Chicago Bears will be landing the first overall pick as we speak right now. Right now, what do they do? What can they do to help turn this team around in this draft coming up?
They need to address this front line. I think the front line was their
But is
downfall
the
right
coach
now.
is the coach smart enough to pick an offensive lineman with the number one overall pick though, or is he going to try to do what everybody want to do and be sexy there instead of getting the guy you need?
He's an intelligent guy. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about making the right choices. I'm looking at his team. His defense is set. His front four is set, I should say. And looking at the linebackers, they're adequate. Yeah, I would definitely. Whoa, I would definitely address my front line. Maybe a right outside linebacker is another good choice. Um, yeah, if I was a smart betting man, I would take. I would definitely forget the sexy picks and go with the grunt.
Yeah,
I thought this was real talk, man. I hear a lot of fake talking, man. Somebody said it's about the Bears, right?
we talking about
Yeah,
the Bears.
we talking about the Bears.
You said he intelligent. Is he
I
football
mean,
intelligent?
I said he was intelligent. I said nothing about football intelligence. He's a
You said
smart
he'll
man.
make the right decision.
Right now, this
Shit.
GMing. GMing is,
Yeah.
you got analytics, you got all types of things that you look at that just doesn't make you football. My thing is he a smart man to be able to understand that you need linemen to block for this quarterback. You need guys to better hold up for you so you can have this quarterback playing the way he should be playing. Are you going to be that guy that go get something you don't need because you got the first overall pick, or are you going to go ahead and address your need and get the best lineman in the draft with the number one pick? I think he should go
Or
line number one and two.
or he can pimp it out.
Well, he ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, he can
He ain't
pimp
gonna
it
do
out.
that.
he can pimp that pick and
If
move
I'm
back a
him,
few and
if
then
I'm
make a
that's what I would
make some
do.
moves.
If I'm him, I would
I was
trade
gonna say
back. I
that.
would trade back. You right. I would trade that pick.
That's what
I
I'm
would get
saying.
up
Yeah,
out of that pick, and
get
I
more
would
picks.
get multiple picks this draft, so you can address your offensive line. Also attack that outside linebacker, and maybe even get some safeties over here. Another stud corner to go along with the guy that he McDuffie that be shitting.
But it
Yeah,
depends.
but personally, me personally, I think he's safe at corner for at least not this draft, maybe the next two.
Hmm.
He don't
Uh,
have to. It's not a high priority for his corner. I say that O line is the goat. He has to
right.
definitely address the O line.
And you need to take that first overall pick and get multiple picks. Like you got
Multiple,
that, you
yeah.
got. I'm talking about multiple picks. I mean, meaning like, so if I look at your draft class right now, what you got the first round, you got the first overall pick, first pick in the second round, first pick in the third round. Then you even got Denver's pick in the third round, so that's cool. So I'm finding a way to get me another second, another third, possibly another fourth,
Two
Think
first.
about it though.
or two
Even with
first.
the
Yeah.
Mac trade, I overpaid for Mac
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted him, right.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, it depends on who he trading with if the trade even gonna happen.
Right.
Because if you think you're trying to dick him around, he ain't gonna
They
go
ain't going.
for it.
Yeah, that's the no, no, no. That's the smart part of Mike that gets in the way with Mike. Mike gonna think everybody's try to play him, and he tries to
Yeah,
overthink you. And sometimes the deal is just a good deal. But that first pick to his, me personally, I'm turning that first into multiple first this year. I'm not waiting for nothing next year. I'm turning it into multiple picks. I mean this year. So I'm taking that first, and I'm gonna try to get anywhere between I would say anywhere between 10 to 15, where you're not going too far back. Uh, Anywhere from 10 to 15, and still get two, maybe three more picks in this draft.
I can guarantee you, Mike gonna want a top 15 pick, a second, and probably a first next year.
Yeah, that's too much. Ain't nobody giving him that. At this point,
And
people
that's
are
what he
already
gonna
pretty
want
much
though.
built. You're not getting that. He would be smart to go. Let me get your first, right? Let me get your first. Also, let me get your third, your fourth, and your fifth. Swap
And
firsts and bring your third, fourth, and fifth in the
maybe
building.
a legitimate O lineman in
Yeah,
in
you
that
might can
deal.
even get a O
Get a
lineman
starter.
right now. Get a starter out of that and everything. You can get a starter, a O line starter that you don't got to build right now with that first, and still get multiple picks.
But Mike,
It's
he can come over here. He can come over here to the Eagles. I give him a
yeah,
first this year and a first next with an O lineman.
yeah, but you ain't got the O lineman. You ain't got the O lineman. He gonna want y'all ass,
Hey man, I got superstars. We crazy. We push niggas around.
y'all ass. He can come get T.J. Foot and multiple draft picks right now for that first. Now I don't need it though, but at the end of the day, I'm cool. But nah, you know who he need to go to? I know who he need to go to. He need to go to. We don't care who he need to go to. He just need to make the moves. Bottom
Yeah,
line.
make
All right, so
some moves.
that's the Bears, man. Let's look at these Bengals right now. When you look at the Bengals, Joe Burrow is the franchise quarterback over here. He doesn't need to go anywhere else. The problem is Joe Burrow already under contract? I think he is. I don't think he's coming up for one.
Yeah, he got
So he's
$75 million
good. He got
penalty. He ain't going
$75 million
nowhere.
penalty. He's good. He's not going nowhere. Um, and when you look as you keep going down the line, Joe Mixon getting as 28. His backup is 30 years old. Is there another running back that can come take the reins, or is he comfortable with Joe Mixon for the next, to run it out? My thing,
He got yeah. I will play with him till my contract's up,
no doubt, no doubt.
and then within pick up a guy or two along that way.
All right, we know he got good at receiver over here. I think he's straight at receiver. I don't think he need to do anything. He got two dogs at receiver. He got some good
Veteran players.
veteran players over here. He fucking up. Tell him to change his name from Justin Ross, and don't put no real college player names on your players in my league. Somebody need to explain to him why. And knock it off. And Justin Ross ain't 6 foot either. So take that name. We do a league called Real Draft where we bring in the real college players. So change that name for me, buddy. Like we don't want to see no real college player names right now until we get into that league. All right. I appreciate it, my boy. But I don't think he need no receivers. I do think these two young boys are dogs for him. And then Tyler Boyd and Ronnie Anderson is also the guys that can help develop the rest of this roster. So they loaded at receiver. I love what they doing at tight end right now. They really got a stud with Haywood. The Ruffins is over here. They really big time players for him. I think he's another guy that need to address offensive line. So here we look at left tackle, 89 overall. We look at left guard, 29 years old, 86 overall. I mean, even Michael Jordan is 26 years old. You can still probably 83 strength. Nope. Look at center, Devin Boone was the number one center in the first draft. This guy, he's pretty solid. You could build around that. At right guard, I'm really not liking nobody over at right guard. And I think he's another guy. Let's see where he pick at. Let's see if he kept his picture. He don't have anything left right now. Well, he does have a first. He got the New York Jets first for next year, so that's pick 17 at this point. So far, what you think? Is offensive line another need for this guy? For these guys? But these guys ain't going to pick linemen, bro. These guys are going to come right out here and go pick the best, fastest player they can see instead of them getting the guy they should get, man. And then they look at our teams and be like, man, and you wonder why. So we draft in the right situations and we getting guys, linemen. This is how you know they don't get linemen, because I get linemen in the late rounds. Red shirt them for a year, some of them 2 years, and then when they on my lineup as starters, they ready to go. I ain't got to wait for nothing. So, what's that score over there in that game?
17-10.
Nano?
Patriots just the Dolphins and Patriots just threw a pick, turned the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
3 minutes left in the fourth.
Oh wow.
50-yard line.
Okay. Dolphins up 17-10 right now. Patriots just turned the ball over. Dolphins with the ball. What, 3 minutes left? You said?
Yep.
3 minutes left in the fourth. All right. So look, but with pick 17, that pick can end up being anywhere between 15 and 17. You say you cool with Joe Mixon over here, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, we good at receiver, good at tight end. I think the entire offensive line need to be addressed over here eventually. But then you got Cameron Jordan, who's playing at a high level still, but he's 35 years old. You really don't have a good backup behind him. Carl Lawson is 29, exactly. So is defensive end something that he should address with his first round pick?
Definitely, yeah. He got one young guy and two or three geriatrics.
Mm-hmm. He did pick up Greedy Williams in the trade, so I think he's comfortable with his corners right now. But I definitely think, I mean, me personally, if you're not going to go offensive line right away, you got to go defensive line this draft. You got to get one of them dogs to come out of that draft to better hold your front line down on defense, because you are getting old with Lawson and the other kid. My bad, what's his name? Cameron Jordan. They're getting old, man. It's time to move on. That's the Bengals right now. We look at these Bills right now. So these Bills are a playoff team. We all know their franchise quarterback is Josh Allen. They don't need a franchise quarterback at all. They got a stud running back last draft. They picked up a speed burner and receiver. They comfortable at receiver. Their tight end is one of the best in the league. Again, when I look at this team, you look at you got to go to offensive line. They got a great left tackle who's only 23 years old, and a nice backup behind him. You look at their left guard, I would say they can get some work done here, but they got it on their roster. Ronnie Hoover sitting here. He just needs to be developed, and it's his second season. Center, solid. I mean, this line young, bro. They just got to develop. I like this line. Shit, I really do like this line. Oh, my God. Good job, D. West. He out here playing right now. Good D-ends. Great D-ends, actually. D-tackles pretty solid as well. They studs over here at D-tackle. Linebackers, he's pretty solid and young there. At left, middle, and right outside linebacker, they good. Secondary, they don't shit. I'm looking at a team that looks like, to me, is already a built team. So all they need to do is just get depth. All right, so let me see. Does D West have a first-round pick? How smart is this? I take that. I mean, it's pick 26, so it's in the back, and you're still playing right now, so that can go even higher right now. I would trade out of the first round if I'm the Bills.
Luxury pick draft.
Mm-hmm. This is a luxury pick draft. Or go get that tweener veteran, that guy that's still young enough to give you some years, and but old enough to be able to win you know what I mean, to be able to bring veteran presence to your team. Maybe use that pick to get somebody like that in the building. I don't know what side of the ball. Maybe you could possibly go another receiver. Other than that, like this luxury pick, I would take this draft class, maybe my first, second round, move back in the draft, and just pick up some pieces that you can clean up your roster with. Now, here's the smart thing I would do. If I'm the Bills and I don't need to really draft anything, I'm getting rid of these guys that's not starting for me, or older veterans that's past their prime, in my opinion, that's costing me a lot of money. I'm getting rid of those guys and I'm picking up backups to replace those guys that'll be on rookie contracts to better clean some money up to get more money in the building. Because I'm quite sure if we go to salary, he don't got a dime over here.
Let me check on
Check
that.
the salary out. I can almost guarantee. This is how well I know people. Watch this.
Survey says
Survey says he is
he got 18
fucking
million.
broke.
He got 18 million.
He broke. That's broke, bro. Not super broke. I thought I was gonna see some negative shit. That's broke, bro. That means you going to off some shit. Who knows who's still up for contract right now?
Well, once this season's over, he cleared
Look,
six million
Stephon
cap penalties. So he's
Stephon Diggs
not
look
in a
like he
bad
need to be
position.
signed. Andre Reed got to be signed. These guys, Stephon's going to want 90 million.
Yeah, Harrison.
Harrison got to
Steph,
be signed. He don't got no money.
Steph,
Trying to clean his roster up. Go ahead and get some rookies to better replace the guys that's not really, playing or you can't afford no more. There it go. So I
Jake
would back
Fromm.
out this draft if I'm him. I would back the
He
fuck
got a lot
out.
of resigns.
All right, but the Bills look good though right now. Let's see what these Broncos look like. So we taking 60 overall Tyree Jackson. He's finally at 81 overall. He's getting way better over here. And you know what? At the end of the day, I think this is a perfect quarterback for this guy right now, man. I think he's loaded at running back. I don't think his style of play will allow him to ever have to really need to go get him a rookie quarterback unless he just finding somebody with Lamar Jackson speed. He's solid at running back for the way he play. His receivers are solid. Um, Tight ends, he did get rid of Noah Fant, but this probably is his strongest position right now still. Uh, Look at the line. Line is pretty solid. If you're a runner, you're going to have a good line over here. I mean, your left guard is 29 years old. He still got about 4 seasons in him before he start dropping. Center, let's go. Center's pretty solid. Right guard, Cam Robinson's pretty still solid and young. I don't think he needs to really address the line. What about this D line right now? Maurice Hurst. Yeah, I think I'm at 29 years old. This guy only 84 overall. Right now, to me,
He got 2 right ends though.
yeah, he got 2 right in. Right.
Game
Yeah.
over.
That shit over.
Yeah, so
All right. You don't think he need to address the D line right now? Let's look at the D. He
yeah,
did
he
get D
definitely,
tackles last year.
yeah,
He got to
yeah,
address his D. He got to address this D line for
yeah, he
sure.
definitely. You need two tackles and 1 end at
Yeah.
least.
At linebackers, I like what I saw so far. He's solid at linebacker. I don't really got to do too much there. You know he's really good at corner as well. So, and then let's look at these safeties. Pretty solid there. He got a 31-year-old at safety, but he got 2 young guys behind him. Now their overalls aren't good, but you can probably work them. They practice squad guys. I would probably go safety if I was him. He can still get a splash player right now. I mean, yeah, I would go safety. I would go safety in this draft for sure. Um, even Sidney Griffin, he got good guys with speed, but they just their overalls too much work. You put them on the field, they're gonna be getting left and right cooked. So I could go. I mean, you still got these guys can still play for you at this age, but it's time to get that guy to develop behind them to replace them. You know what I'm saying? So what would you be more concerned with? Defensive line drafting right away or safeties?
D line.
D line, I'm in the same
Yeah,
boat.
D line linebackers. I would definitely.
I'm in the same boat. And he got the 6 overall pick, so he can go get a special
Yeah.
D lineman right now. Like he can go get the best D lineman on the block right now. I mean, in the trade, in the draft right now. So yeah, I like it. I like it. Sixers is in a good situation. He's managing his team at the right way right now. All right, so you look at these Browns. I don't really gotta say much about the Browns. They loaded. They are loaded. These guys don't really need nothing. I mean, I would go linebacker maybe with this team. Other than that, they fucking loaded. They got their quarterback. He's gonna be a stud. You know what? I'm lying. Running back. They got help coming over here though. They do got a running back coming.
They got Chauncey Randolph and Kyle Watkins.
I like this team, bro. They loaded that receiver. It's not a position you're gonna look at over here. Maybe the offensive line. Nope. 90 Jarek, he 25. Left tackle. I mean, maybe you can go left guard. Center. I still like these guys. I'm not worried. Like you got a superstar sitting down here, only 1 year in right now. This guy 86 strength. That's not bad. Right guard, pretty solid there. Right tackle. I mean, you could. I mean, he could probably go offensive line, and I think with him, because he don't need. We know he don't need no D lineman. They got the 3 drafts straight. They got top tier D linemen that came out, both sides of the ball. Pippen, Einstein, and Darryl Green, #1 player in the draft last year, right here, sitting right on this roster with Myles Garrett. So they loaded that D line. Um, even with the D tackles looking like this, they got so many D ends over there that any of them could play D tackle at any moment.
Plug and play.
Plug and play. Linebackers, they speed and they tall, speedy, and fast, and they hit. So he good here. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Again, linebacker core, I like it over here. And then in the secondary, he did get rid of Greedy Williams. But what does he have in replace that? He still got Lawson, who's the rookie of the year over here for defense. So he's solid. He got some solid pieces over here. I mean, I guess you could go. Let's see where he's picking at, because it depends on where he's picking at to determine. He had 5. I would probably go corner.
And 22.
He had 5 and 22. I would go corner, bro. Corner and linebacker. 5 and 22.
And then he come right back with the 5th pick in the 2nd round.
And then he can go offensive line right there. This is a guy that can go sexy pick, but it got to be a defensive sexy pick, and it got to be on that back 4. So I think I would go corner, linebacker, lineman, or maybe corner lineman. Corner lineman.
If I'm Mike, this is who I'm hitting up. Trying to make a deal.
Man, when you got a guy that need a corner in the worst way, he want the best corner in the draft right away. This is the guy that Mike could hit up and maybe get that 5th and that 22nd pick and just call it a day. And then now the Browns get the #1 pick. They go get the best corner on the board, flat out, fastest, best corner on the board. And they good. They don't need nothing else, really. They really don't need nothing else. And then Mike's sitting with 2 first-round picks. And he can go ahead and clean up that line and get that shit, get McGooey some help over there, man. It's either protection or weapons. You already got the weapon last year, and now you need protection. So I like it. All right, so that game's over, right, though, Boom?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's over.
And the winner was?
The Dolphins.
He crying in the car right now.
Who crying?
Come on, guys. Don't treat me like that.
Like, man, they didn't want to leave me in the chat. Tips.
Oh, he said, oh, hell no. I didn't know that was
Nah. I'm bullshit. I'm bullshit.
Let's take a look at this playoff schedule right now. All right, so before we get up out of here, Booney, let's talk about this. Bengals, Chargers. Did any of us pick the Bengals?
No, I picked the Chargers. Matter of fact, I don't know. We might need to go back to the real talk, man. I think I'm undefeated right now.
I think I picked the Bengals, didn't I?
I think you did. I picked the Chargers.
34-28. Chargers move on to the divisional round. Football team Eagles, 34-18. Eagles move on to the divisional round. Dolphins, Patriots. I think we both picked the Dolphins in this game.
Nope. Yeah. I'm about to say, I ain't picked no damn Patriots.
24-10. Patriots lost this game 24-10. Seahawks, Falcons. I think I picked the Seahawks in this game.
I think I picked the Seahawks. We both picked Seahawks.
42-17. Falcons move
murdered.
on. Bills, Colts. We both picked the Bills. 45-28. And Saints, Cards. I know I picked the Cards. You picked the Cards too, right?
Yeah, I picked the Cards.
All right. So I think we both. You got you got 7. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. You went 5-1, and I was Bengals and Seahawks. I went 5-2, 4-2. My bad.
Good game though.
And picked the Bengals. I
Still
said that already, dog.
Still trying to find.
Yeah, I picked the Bengals. I definitely did. I rolled out with my division.
Corey gonna let you know that shit.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's that matchup. Everybody played. I don't got to turn injuries off at all. I could just go right to hitting that shit. Advance to the divisional round. Let's get to it. So let's look at these matchups right now. Oh, shit, we got the rematch with the Bills. Bills knocked the Ravens out the playoffs last year. Oh, God. Here we go. Let's look at this schedule right now. Let's get right to it. Playoff divisional round right now. Bills, Ravens. Big time game. Listen, man, these Bills is hot. They hot down the stretch right now. They comfortable with going into Baltimore. They went into Baltimore last year and pulled the unthinkable out, man. Bills, Ravens. What y'all got, guys? What y'all got in this game?
Man, I don't think the Ravens gonna let that shit happen twice, man. I don't think that shit gonna happen, man. I got Ravens winning by 20-21.
All right, and your call hitter?
Ravens 14.
No doubt, no doubt. The big game of the fucking day right now, the big boy game. Cardinals, Packers, man. Arizona got to fly to Green Bay, man. Who y'all got? Here we go. Let's talk about it.
Cards by 7.
You got the Cards by 7. Who you got, Booney?
I got the Cards, man, in the close game by 3. Field
Cards by
goal.
3 by field goal right now, man. Um, y'all ready?
Yep.
I'm going with the Packers this game. So I'm the only one on y'all on this card that picked the Packers. I'm going with the Packers, and I'm going with the Packers this game.
How
Motivate
much?
my boy. 10-point game.
10 points.
Yeah. All right, Dolphins, Chargers right now, man. Tatai or Corey? Dolphins,
Corey.
hot weather team playing another hot weather team, man. They in the dome and that loud dome, new dome that these LA
I'm
Chargers.
gonna
got right
let
now.
Hitter go, then I'm gonna tell you why.
I said Corey. He's the champ till you beat him.
Okay,
Right,
yeah,
right,
I
right.
got Corey too, but I got Corey because of what he did last year and his
Yeah.
ability to stop the run.
He's the
And so he
champ till you
already,
beat him.
yeah, not even that, he already kind of figured out how to stop the run. You know what I mean? So, and then plus he's a better passer than Nano. So I seen Jersey kind of get beat up by Nano. You know, a brief passing game. So Corey gonna he gonna light him up.
All right, I'm gonna go with Corey as well, man. You got, like you said, champ until he gets uncrowned a champ right now, man. All right, so Falcons Eagles right now. Falcons Eagles. Who you got, D West? I mean D West. D West just popped up. My bad. Who you got, hitter?
I'm gonna go with my boy Boone. I think I played both of these guys. Both of these guys have dynamic offenses and very spectacular defenses. I just
Hmm.
think Boone's on a mission. We've been on a mission the last few seasons, especially since season one. But these last two, he trying to get that get back. You know, he think he deserved to be there every Super Bowl. So I think this the one he's going. He's been locked down these last few weeks, and it's really been shown in this game. So I'm going with the Eagles.
Going with the Eagles. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So here y'all ready to go? Not so fast, my friend. Falcons win this ball game. I think the Falcons beat Boone. I think Boone is focused on that Cardinals Packers matchup more than he cares about this Falcons team. And if Boone comes into this game not respecting this guy, it's going to be one of those not so fast, my friend moments. I think the Falcons get Boone by 48 points. No, I'm fucking around. I think the Falcons steal this game, though. Again, I'm motivating my boy. But I think the Falcons win this game, close game. I think and I do see a high scoring game here. I'm gonna say it's anywhere between a 7 to 12 point game. This can go Falcons way here. Let's go, Booney. Booney, what's your keys? What's your keys to winning this game, though?
I don't know because honestly, I haven't watched none of his games at all. I don't know what the fuck you do. I looked at the little keys to the game, and I guess you throw the ball to Calvin Ridley a lot. But other than that, man, I'm gonna go check out his team, see what he got. Of course, I'm gonna scout his team, but other than that, man, we're just gonna play the football that we know how to play.
All right, man. So look, when you look at teams and you come into it, let's go back to these matchups, right? And let's come out of it. So since the Bills and the Ravens is the first game on the schedule, we're gonna go there. We're just gonna go look at the keys to this game. So let's look at the Bills first and look at their offensive production right now. Here we go. Let's stop on these Bills. All right, so Josh Allen. Josh Allen, 63% on the year, 26 interceptions. That's under the average of 30 picks a year by everybody. 32 touchdown passes. He's a 4,000-yard guy. Again, 63%, not bad. In a run game, he has a 1,000-yard rusher. This guy carried the ball 207 times. He also got a running back with 96 carries. And let's not forget that Josh Allen is mobile as well with 27 carries, 140 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 5.2 yards a carry. They have a run game to go along with what they doing, what they really do, which is throw the ball. Here we go. And we look at this passing game right now. So Stephon Diggs is the man right now. So when we look at matchups right now, so you could pick a corner. Chuck Woodson, you could pick Humphreys or Ramsey. What do you like in this matchup right here, man? Can Stephon Diggs do what he's done in a regular season game, which is closed the game out with a walk-off home run touchdown and played pretty solid. And then coming and then in the playoff games last year, he had 4 catches for 76 yards. Um, do you like this matchup? Do you think that D West got the receivers to match up with the Ravens secondary?
I think I'm looking at the stats, the way he spreads the ball around. He doesn't focus in on one wide receiver. Even though one wide receiver has more yardage and a little bit more touchdowns, if you
Uh-huh.
look at it's like a spread. It's spread off, and the tight end got 60 catches. The
Mm-hmm.
second wide receiver with 40. The one underneath him is 33. Even the running back got 31 catches.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, I'm looking at a well spread offense. So going against that defense should be a great matchup.
Yeah, I think the X factor in this game is the tight end Dawson Knox. I don't think we give him enough credit what he does with this tight end. This tight end is a chain mover, and he's explosive, bro. He can make plays for him. He's a mismatch on linebackers for sure, and it's hard for some of these DBs to stop him right now, man. I mean, his quarterback got the arm to be able to throw the ball anywhere he want. But I like Dawson Knox as his X factor. His guy that really got to key in on for the most part. Um, but Booney, the question was, do you like this offense, the wide receiver group versus the defensive backs over there in Baltimore?
Nah, um, nah, man, not because I think he focused on Diggs too much. Plus, man, I don't think the Ravens, no front four, front three, don't give him that time to throw the ball deep. So it's gonna be short passes, man. And I think the Ravens have speed at cornerback to break, man. And you might see a pick six or two.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, so when it comes down to the quarterback matchup, I mean, looking at two quarterbacks that came in at the same time, actually, man, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson right now. Um, what do you think Josh Allen's keys is to winning this ball game?
Does not turn over the ball
Yeah, not throwing
and
it to the corners.
manage the game.
Manage the game, no doubt, no doubt. Defensively, I think this Bills team is built, man. I think they got a good defense. I think their corners. Let's look at their DBs. I think their corners match up with the receivers over here for the Ravens as well, man. You got Tre'Davious White, who's definitely a shutdown corner out here. So as you can see, you got studs. When you look at these names, you see Tre'Davious White. We consider him a shutdown corner. You got Voshan Joseph, who developed into a really solid linebacker, along with Malik Harris, who knows these Raven team because he got drafted by them and played 2 seasons with them. You got Juan Thornhill, safety that kind of lost his way in Kansas City, but we all know he's still a good ball player over here. And then they got good cornerbacks. They drafted 2 young ones, Xavier Bryant and Dante Snow. They all both developing. Let's see what their ratings are. So you got a 90 overall star out of Dante Snow, and then Xavier Bryant. You got 90 overall, but he got 94 speed, 96 man. So these guys can play man. They're gonna play a lot of man. And I think let's see if they can lock down a Maurice Teller or even young Big Papa or Hollywood Brown as well. I like the Ravens defense. They definitely a top 5 defense. The league had them at 1 uh, overall in defense. So it's like I think this game comes down to turnovers and who put drives together. When you look at these guys and their stats offensively, who was the next game that we saw up there?
Mm,
NFC game. The
Well,
Cardinals and
Cardinals
Packers.
Packers. Let's get to it right now. So without even going to the teams, going to stats, you got the league MVP and Marshall Faulk Jr. You got Kyler Murray, who's been 2-time league MVP. You got stud at receivers that's always been 1,000-yard production, double-digit touchdowns, 3 of them over there. But the key to me, I think the key for the Packers is, can he stop Marshall Faulk? Any of y'all disagree with that?
oh no, Marshall
Yeah,
Falk gonna be the key, man.
definitely the key.
And then you got Jordan Love, #1 passer in the league right now, touchdowns and everything. The running back over here, Barkley, #1 rusher in the league, yards and touchdowns, and a receiver, Big Baller Bennett. My question to you is, Big Baller Bennett going to be too much for this Cardinals defense?
I can't say he's gonna be too much, man. Depending on if Falk allow him to get to the outside with those jet sweeps or not.
Uh-huh.
But Mr. Simmons gonna definitely have something to say about that. Um, so I don't know, man. I think it just depends on the chess match, man. I know everybody say that the Packers breathe and this and that, but I think added a couple of more plays to his playbook as I seen in the past. But
I don't even care about him adding plays. What I know is this: can you stop what he do? Bottom line, no one showed that they could really for the most part. It's just this: you can't stop him. Bottom line, he always producing, score the highest points in the league every year. It's 2 back-to-back Super Bowls. The thing is he that hungry to get a third one, or is somebody ready to take that shit over right now?
no, I think he's hungry. He's definitely hungry. I mean, he
Um,
want to be the best.
this is a matchup, bro. You looking at talent at its best, bro. You can't talk about talent without looking at these two guys' teams and knowing that they loaded, they built. I think the Packers got the edge when it comes down to superstar and X factors for the point that his guys been superstar and X factors longer. Um, I think their production as a whole is more because at the same time they both get a whole bunch of stat games to be able to build their guys and they both can win big games. This is gonna be a challenging game in my opinion, man. I don't think nobody Vegas would never pick a blowout at all coming in this game, and I think people gonna lose a lot of money because they're going to bet safe here. I think something special going to happen tonight when we watch this game. I think something's really special brewing right now with this Cardinals motherfucking Packers game. Can't wait to see it. And honestly, I think guys ain't even gonna want to play their games until this game is played. Everybody gonna want to watch it. One of those type of games. So when we leave for that, let's look at the other AFC game: Chargers versus these Dolphins. So when we look at the Chargers team, we're looking at a guy that can throw the ball balanced, can run when he has to run. Um, these Chargers are the cardiac comeback kids, in my opinion, man. A lead is never safe with them. For some reason, man, Corey always find a way to come back. Now you saying he can stop the run. You like what you saw out of the last playoff run where he played 2 running teams and was able to get up out of there. One team took him to overtime. Some type of fluke shit happened, and then he escaped that one, but he took full advantage of it. And then he shut down one of the best runners in the league, one of the best running teams in the league. And he did it with Darwin James. So now you got a rookie coming in, and here my question is: Devon Black has been playing strong all year, but as you saw in the playoffs against Nano, this guy, I don't know what his numbers was, but it didn't look pretty. It wasn't that Devon Black we saw for whatever reason. My question is the game going to be too big for him, or is that offensive line just so polished that they going to move people? Because I like the Chargers D tackle right now. I think we don't give this D tackle that we looking at. I'm ready to pull up right now enough conversation right now. And Matthew Thomas, Marvin Thomas.
Last week, Devon Black had 24 carries for 133 yards and 1 tutty.
And that was against the Patriots, right?
That was against the Patriots. Yeah.
All right, so he's been a 100-yard guy every
Their
season.
defense held Naeem Hines to 14 carries, 78 yards.
Nothing. Okay. So it comes down to how hard that offensive line move for these Dolphins right now, man. Like at the end of the day, bro, it does come down to this game. Can you stop the run and who makes the less mistakes right now? But I like Marvin Thomas. I think he has something to say about that at D tackle, man. Anytime you got a guy with 15 tackles for loss and 7 sacks right now, and his big ass got an interception. So we're looking at a guy 71 interception yards too. So he took that shit to the crib. Oh God. So we're looking at a guy, I like him, he's stout. And then they got a bunch of veterans running around on his defense on the low. So you got Derwin James, he's a seasoned vet. Kenneth Murray still developing, but this guy's a vet. Nasir Adderley is a big-time player. Desmond King at corner, Jamil Dean. Then you got, you come down here, you got Darius Leonard over here. So you got some guys that can play the game right now. And they should be playoff ready with this Dolphins team still being very young in the playoffs. They have playoff experience, but I think the Chargers got veteran presence on the field that can help them overcome mistakes versus the Dolphins overcoming them. So with that being said, man, this is a big time game. Justin Herbert, what's his keys though? What's his keys to not losing this game?
Hand out the ball and get the run game going.
No
turnovers. I agree. Can't do it by himself. I agree, man. I definitely agree right now. These Dolphin cornerbacks are very young, and I think you need to make sure they can play today. Like when you play them, you want to make sure they can stick your savvy veteran receivers you got over there because Godwin's the vet, and you got Keenan Allen as a vet. They gonna line up in front of most people corners and be better overall wise. They make the tough catches for you. So it comes down to me. If I'm the Chargers, I'm gonna test these corners, make sure they can cover the guys I got on the field on offense, and that's how that goes down. All right, so with that being said, let's slide over to these Falcons Eagles. So I can look at the Falcons stats. We know they were top 5 in defense, period. So these guys out here balling. They got a middle linebacker with 14 INTs, a corner with 8, a safety with 7. They got another corner with 4, another corner with 3. They got another linebacker with 6. So they getting interceptions. Um, my thing is, can they get to Jalen Hurts though? And I think we looking at a lot of guys that got good sacks, 8, 7.5, 7, 7. You know what I'm saying? You got their front line, linebackers in front 4. They get in there, so that front 7 gets to the quarterback. As a group, though, they get to the quarterback. But me personally, man, look, I know I just picked the Falcons. Like I said, most of it's motivating my boy, but I just think Jalen Hurts, man, like if he's on a complete game right now, you can't key in on just MC Hammer Daddy right now. We've seen a quarterback who's gotten all 3 of his receivers involved in the game. Each game too, and all of them been productive. 1,000-yard receivers, double-digit touchdowns. I just almost pick your poison. Is this secondary good enough to stop this Eagles offensive weapons in the passing game? That's what it come down to me. And then Jalen Hurts is always the X factor in this game. You know he can do it both ways. He can kill you on the ground. He can kill you throwing the ball right now. And hitter, what does Jalen Hurts has to do to secure this win?
Um, he has to maintain his composure like he has these last few weeks. I've seen a different Jalen Hurts than what is normally expected in him.
Uh,
He's not just ooh babying every 2 or 3 downs. He's actually, picking his poison and finding an open wide receiver. And if there's nothing there, then he does what he has to do. But other than that, I've seen the coaching staff make very smart coaches decisions. Not taking chances, and that's why I picked the Eagles in this.
No doubt, no doubt. And then my thing is the Eagles got the playoff experience, man. These guys have beaten big time players in the playoffs, and they have a Super Bowl, so they've been here, done that. So I completely like that. I'm looking at Ty again, though. I want to go back to that Ty Chargers game. You got a guy playing in the playoffs for the first time in a while, right? In this league period. He comes over, takes a team that he's not familiar with at all, right? But he's getting to know them. But not being familiar with a team and only losing one regular season game from the time you took it over is big to me. But we kind of ignore it what these guys doing on offense right now. And I just want to get to it real fast because I want to talk about what that quarterback has done. And these Dolphins are top 5. If they're not top 5 defense, when we went over our real talk last night, they were like right outside of the top 5. No, they were top 5 in like 3 out of the 7 categories. But this running back, man, for a rookie to have 344 carries, bro, 2,000 yards, we looking at 0 fumbles right now, right? We're looking at 0 fumbles. But then this Brandon Green kid, yo, I don't know if people understand this. But when you got a big back that can get you the first down, I don't know if you're using him right though. 93 break tackles, bro. 93 trucking, 89 stiff arm. You got a guy like you can really put pressure on this Charger team right now. Tua got legs as well. He's one of those quarterbacks that can get a first down when you need him to. But do you think this, Boone? Do you think Ty gonna have to rely more on passing the ball to be able to win this ball game, or you think he can keep it on the ground and play tough D?
Nah, man. The key to this game, man, Tata got to run that fucking ball, man.
Yeah, he do.
But like he just can't try to get too cute. You know what I mean? Made it to the playoffs, man. Shit, you got to go what got you there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you got to just ride that horse, man, and tell that motherfucker either get hurt or he got to tell the coach, pat his helmet that he need a break or something. Run that bitch to the woods for a while.
You need to check out, ride that guy's back, man, because again, this offensive line is dangerous up front. Like I don't think people realize how important. Like before we got into the teams and the matchups, I went over the first couple of teams we talked about, and we talked about people need to draft linemen, right? And we're gonna see who's listening. But this is why you need to draft linemen. I'm gonna show you right now. This is why. This is what Tata inherited. All right. So the first coach that got caught in a hotel with his whole staff, sniffing coke and having whores in there. This is what you got to deal with. Austin Jackson was the rookie year 1 on this team, 98 overall. All right. His backup is in his third season right now, already 85 overall, 93 strength. We're looking at this type of line. Callum Schneider, 91 strength, 98 overall. This guy's in his third year. We're talking about 3-year players built. Calvin Sweat, 23-year-old, in his third year, 96 strength. His backup is 95 strength, 83 overall. This is the offensive line, bro. This is like honestly the best offensive line in the league. We looking at it right now. Ricky Lentz. This shit right here is when you playoff games right here, and you gotta give shout out to Texas Tone for putting this type of team together first, because I watched him draft all linemen in that first draft for 2 actually, and solidified it. When you got a starter that's a 98 overall with 92 strength, but your backups are behind them 85 overall, right behind him with 95 strength, you know you was not playing over here. And I would think Mike would be the one to come see this line. Fuck anybody else's line. Look at this. You got backups over here that you could take that first, get your starting lineman right away, and then go clean up the draft, and then you could pick, still pick in the first round or whatever. But this line, man, this is why Devon Black is the way he is. But the other key is, we saw the Dolphins, Texas Tone, come out, and he was run heavy the first 6 games. Tata came in and was giving his guy 20, anywhere from 20 to almost 30 carries a game. So he didn't come in, take this team and just, I'm going to throw it all over the park, do what I want. He came in and just kept the identity of this team. He saw that offensive line, he saw that running back, and he said, let's ride that back. And I think that's the reason why he only lost 1 game in the regular season, because he completely never took their identity away from him, and which makes this team very scary in this playoff run right now, man. I had to come back to that, though, because this is how you build a team. For all you guys out there that look at rosters and be like, oh my God, they cheating or they this and that. Nah, this is what you do right here. Look what the Dolphins did. Now it's up to Tata to not be the old Tata and let this shit fall apart over here. Simple as that. And Boone, am I lying when I say that?
Oh nah.
It's up to Tata to let he inherited a team that could take him into season 8 and just be great over here, man. Like, this is one of the best rosters I've seen in a while, especially when it comes down to offense. So yeah, I can't wait to see some of these games tonight, man. Again, man, big time playoff divisional rounds. We back at it again. You already know how we do it. Real Tupac is back. Hit it a splitter. Don't call him spitter. Splitter. You heard? Holla at us when you holla at us. You heard?